Over $1,000 off our price. We are at 68% off. Stephen J has been in the luxury watch business for over a decade. He brings us Versace. Good to see you. Your final hour before we say goodbye to you. We have never done anything like this.
We have not.
You will have this forever.
You will. This is a collector's piece. This is an heirloom piece. This is a celebration of Gianni Versace's foray into the couture world of high fashion. It takes us back to 1989 when he actually launched the couture collection at the Ritz in Paris and really took on the hierarchy of high-end French designers. They were seeing a shot of the buckle, and that's what it's all about. You notice that in the past we only see Versace on etched on the buckles, but here we actually see Gianni Versace Couture. This is the first time we've ever been able to bring a couture collection Versace timepiece on Evine, and I got to tell you, I don't know if I will have another one available. So we're going to get into this timepiece. If you like it, even the slightest, please pick up the phone, bring it home. Evine is so generous, they let you return it within 30 days, but this is the last of the TTV, and if you don't get it now, you'll miss out on this amazing price.
Let's show you the colors because the red's almost sold out, by the way. It's $82.50 on your credit card, or the Evine credit card is a year financing. Now, it's timeless. This is designer beyond designer. This is, look, there's a handful, aren't there?
Yes.
In London, New York, Paris, there's a handful of stores that are this kind of level of designer. We have got for you. Now, I must impress, the red and the white is what Versace is about. So I don't want to shy away from that thinking, oh, well, I'll go for more classic. Gianni wasn't just classic. It was about big and bold, and the red is so key. I mean, can't you? It even accentuates on the red even more than anything.
Absolutely.
That you can see this designer brand run through. Now, there's the brown. It's a camel color. Rich, rich, rich. And then there's the black, which is the easiest for everyone to wear. If it's a gift, I'd go for the black. But if you're buying it for you and you know the color you'd like, the white is exceptional.
And it's now wearable all year long as well. There's no season for white any longer. You know, as we get a little tight on the dial, look at the depth of the etching of that exaggerated Greca key. We'll see later in some of the other editions, the newer editions, that the Greca key is not that exaggerated. This is a couture look. Of course, we've got a satin finished dial with the chapter ring with the Roman numerals and hour markers around there. Now, if you'll notice on the dial, I mean the bezel is actually just top brushed. And then you've got all super high polished, gleaming, glistening, wet look all around, everywhere else on that case. You got a great shot of the red cabochon right there on the black version. And if you notice the 4 screws that screw down bezel, that is iconic Versace design. Versace is so well known for incorporating and embellishing leathers, chiffons, whatever materials he uses in his
and he did incorporate that.
Right,
I mean, he
with metal, with studs, with Swarovski crystals, and we're seeing that here. The metal and the leather, that is classic Versace style.
Now, Libby's got on the white. This is a best value of the day. We're in final presentation this hour. This is it. Doesn't make it past this hour. You got yourself a designer line. You've got yourself a Versace Couture piece. We've never done that before. Versace Couture is the highest level. Couture means bespoke, made for you. When you see the Couture line, okay, so think about the runways of some of the most expensive designers there are. They do the Couture on the runway. You've got the rich and famous that will go and buy that.
The very rich.
Then it rolls out to the kind of store aspect, which is
the general collection.
The collection. Right. This is that Gianni Versace Couture piece. We have never done that in all the years, or how many years have we been doing Versace? 3?
I think about 3 years.
3 or 4?
And just
never done that at all.
Never. And just to embellish Daniel's point, Gianni himself and his brother Santo actually launched the couture line in Paris with that very thought in mind. They knew that this was not going to be a very big, important, money-making component to their business because the consumer group that could afford it will be so narrow in scope because this is such an elite, expensive collection in couture, but they did it in order to embellish the Versace brand name and be able to sell more of their general collection, their perfumes, and their footwear.
By the way, it's Swiss made, sapphire crystal.
Yes.
You get the best components because you can't be a designer level like this, call it couture, without having the best remarkable components. A deployant clasp, which means you set it and you've got this bracelet feel to it. Let me tell you something else. Not only are you getting yourself a couture piece, an extravagant piece, but you're getting yourself what is available only to us at this price. We took $1,000 off. We're in final presentation this show. We'll have a quick look at it at the end of the hour. You've got yourself a piece that really is a designer through and through. It is every component, every part of this. This is a company that Versace incorporated the look into the timepieces. I can promise you there are some designers out there that have a watch that is just about the logo there, and there's not this kind of depth of incorporation like the Greek key that's done here. I mean, this is exceptional for that.
Exactly. And you know what, Daniel, just to talk to your point, Gianni, when he was designing his collections, and even Donatella now, his sister that had carried on his legacy, these collections are so highly guarded as they're being designed, because there are so many other companies out there looking to quote unquote knock off the top designers, and these designers are geniuses. Gianni was a genius. Donatella is a genius when it comes to design.